been here. What makes it so hard to go 2-0, to win those first two games?
It's the NFL. It's hard to win every game. As I've said before, and I mean I think everybody knows you don't win games on paper. So a lot of times maybe teams get too high off of their first win and think that they're better than they are. A good thing in us, understanding we've left a lot of meat on the bone and having the standards that we have in this locker room for our play, offense and defense. So it's about just going out there and building off of what we did last week, but particularly us on offense, cleaning up a lot of things and just getting better. And I think if we do that confidently. Defense obviously will play the complementary ball. We can do it again.
What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Ron, Cowboys Fan Talk. Right back like I never left. Listen, I know this video is extremely late. It is what it is. Right now, I don't get a lot of views. I did a video earlier today, right before I went out to dinner with my family. Full disclosure, it's my 9-year wedding anniversary. That's why the video is so late. But I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. And I wanted to say this earlier. I just ain't have time to get the video out. And the one video I did put up, I took it down because I didn't like the way it sounded. So I wanted to come back and start over. And I wanted to talk about Dak Prescott. That's why I played that clip in the beginning of him talking about staying focused, week to week. And if you wanted to see the full interview, you can go watch it on Dallas Cowboys YouTube page. I just wanted to grab that one clip of Dak just talking about, leaving meat on the bone and just being locked in. Like one of those things that happens to NFL teams is you can feel yourself after a week, but it's good to hear your leader, your definitive leader come out. Because remember, I went live last night, probably by the time you're seeing this, 2 nights ago, talking about, is this a trap game? Because the one thing with the Cowboys that I hate, and I'm one of the biggest Cowboys fans, one of the things I hate the most is the fact that we get cocky too fast. We start feeling ourselves, and I'm part of the problem. We do anything good. If a player does something good, we want to anoint them. It's just what we do. And I don't think there's no problem with it, man. When players play good, you should show them love. As a fan, you should get behind them. But it's the player's job to stay hungry. You know what I'm saying? We're going to stay arrogant and we're going to talk crazy because we fans. But as a player, as a professional, you got to stay hungry. And I don't know if everyone knows that or if everybody gets that when they first get to the league, but Dak Prescott saying it just made me like, okay, my team's locked in. Because I was nervous, man. Look, we spent the entire offseason on this whole nobody believes in us. We ain't signed a lot of players. We signed Eric Kendricks and a couple of players right before the season started. And we was bargain basement shopping, and you know how that goes. You know what the Cowboys do. And it kind of gets to the point where you like, I kind of understand why people don't believe in us. I get it. But as a fan, I'm like, yo, we got too much talent. We going to dominate. But you want to see it produce on the field. So last week was important because let's make no mistakes about it. I know a lot of people want to downplay the Browns right now. The Browns have one of the better defenses in the league. And the next team that they play, you're going to see it. Dak Prescott is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. So don't let last week's game fool you into thinking the Browns are just trash. No, Dak Prescott's a good quarterback. I know you don't want to believe it. I know you just don't want to believe it. I know haters is like, no, he not. And that's fine. But this is for the people that are logical. You can't win all pro accidentally or everybody will be getting one. You can't. You can't win 12 games this many times in a row and make the playoffs this many consecutive years in a row and fight through all those injuries and be such a great team leader and just be that good against the blitz, etc. We'll talk about that in a second. On accident. Dak Prescott's a good quarterback. Everybody don't like it. Just get over it. But to hear him say, nah, man, it's week to week and we need to lock in and we're focused on the Saints. Because you got people in the interview asking him about, hey, man, what was it like to go 2-0? And how do you focus on going 2-0? And he's like, yo, man, I'm just trying to beat the Saints. We got to focus on each team week to week. We can't be talking about playoffs and What does it take to, get to the playoffs? What does it take to, let's beat the Saints. And I like that we're hyper focused on the Saints. I like that that's our primary goal. I want us to do that every week. As much as I want to look over the Saints and look at the Ravens, I can't. Because the Saints play good, and the Saints present some new issues that I'm going to talk about more further tomorrow in my video. Gary Kubiak's son, I think it's Clint Kubiak. I forgot the name. It's a Kubiak child. He runs a similar system. He's off of that Shanahan, Sean McVay, a lot of motion, multiple motions before the snap of the ball, that tree. Sorry for the less technical prowess, but at the end of the day, a lot of motion that confuses the defense. And that has been one of our biggest, I want to call it bugaboos, whatever you want to say, over the last couple of years. But historically, Mike Zimmer is really good versus the Shanahan tree. He just is. And I know a lot of people want to act like the Cowboys defense has made no changes because of just player personnel. But the scheme is our biggest addition to this team this year. Mike Zimmer, his scheme, Gunther, Coach Z, Greg Ellis, the defensive turnover is our biggest blessing this year, and our rookies. That's what's going to make this team better. If you're searching at what's going to make this team better, what's different? The scheme on our defense and the defensive personnel, of course, but our coaching and continuity on offense. I think that's what's going to make us better overall. And just listening to Dak talk about being focused just lets me know what I need to know. Because the talent is there. The coaching is there. We're a better team than the Saints. It's not that. But we always play down our competition. And I don't want to see that. I don't. I just don't. And I know, and like I said, we'll talk about this further tomorrow. I couldn't help myself. I can't help it. I love making content. I don't care if I drop it late and 8 people watch it. I know that the Saints are going to present this whole blitz situation. I want to gather a little bit more information. They love the blitz. Dak is great against the blitz. So rock with the immovable object, whatever the quote is, that's what's going to happen on Sunday. They love the blitz. Dak is great against the blitz. Their offense loves to do motion and things like that, but we are historically not good at defending. Our new defensive scheme says we should be better at it. So something's got to give. Their defense wants to blitz us. They want to see if we can move the ball. And our defense wants to stop their motioning offense. We got to see what's going to happen. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to break it down a little bit. Let me let you hear Dak talk about it for a second.
Watching tape on some teams and how they do things, it just puts an emphasis on us and the way that we've created that standard of all 11 being on the same page, everybody playing a part in the protection and what the pressure may be. And I think last week, honestly, the touchdown throw was an example of that. That wasn't about just me. That was about the offensive line. That was about the receivers. And there was actually a couple of more plays where we're able to get to different things. And it's because everybody understands the tough looks that teams are going to present us and how we need to attack them and option way to protect ourselves and option B of how to make them pay and score a touchdown and get them out of it.
Why have you been so good against the blitz?
I think it just goes into that, getting all 11 on the same page, really. A lot of film study. I know Chase Hazlitt does a great job with the rest of the coaches and getting us our blitz plan, coming up with a plan for what these teams are doing, showing us the problematic looks. And then, as I said, it's about me watching the film and just being confident in what I see and getting all 11 on the same page and trusting the guys are going to do their job, and they do.
Look, 4 is locked in. 4 is locked in. I think that we are locked in as a team. Of course, you want to see it happen on the field. A lot of people always say, yo, enough talking. I'm talking. Last time I checked, I don't got a jersey. I'm a fan, content creator. I'm just trying to get all my thoughts, But I think that through action, this team is going to show us the difference that they have in our teams of years past. Last year, this game would have been on high alert for us. It ended up like the Cardinals game, probably. We'd have overlooked the Saints and got into a fight that we wasn't expecting to win. But hearing Dak talk about the things that they do, they're already on top of it. They're already talking about what they want to try to do to them, and except like they're not asleep. That's all I wanted. Don't be asleep. Don't sleep on nobody. It's the NFL. Like he said, it's hard to win games in the NFL, period, against anybody. You don't win games on paper. You win games on the field. But look, it's your boy, Mr. Rome. It's late. Y'all get some rest. More content tomorrow. I'll holla.